Love, peace, salutations. My name is Michael J. Turner. I'm the Southwest Shaman. This is Stereo Fix 888. This channel is about my real-time experience of maintaining a high vibration because we're all naturally high vibe. So I'm just giving you info, gems, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. I can't save you. I'm just here to share with you how I'm saving myself. So I had a fucking thorn in my left foot after work yesterday. It's kind of crazy that it would even be there, because like I had my shoe on, right? So, and it got embedded in there, and I'm not, I examined it today to make sure I got it all out, but here's what I want to put forth to you. This is the alchemist's perspective on my shamanic path, because, all right, was I doing something that was out of alignment with the frequency I'm trying to embody, or that I am embodying, rather? I'm not trying, I am embodying, and therefore I immediately experienced the repercussions karmically, which is kind of what I've always historically viewed things like that. Like, boom, my karma comes back quick now, the older I get, right? Or is it this? This is the new perspective, the new thought process is that, that's actually a good, it's an auspicious omen. The fact that I got something like that is like just so random and weird, and like it's almost like it doesn't even make sense that it would happen. and then the placement, right? So this is what I want to put forth to you. Consider these things when things like this happen to you, and what part of the body they happen to. It was my left foot, the bottom of my left foot. So what I'm trying to say is there's a reason for that, but actually, confirmation, little flies flying around me, it's confirmation that is going down. Good things are headed my way. Good things are headed my way based on me getting a thorn in my left foot. So that's the one thing. Now, moving on to this next thing. I'm sorry, excuse me I was just mowing the lawn. So the next thing that I want to put forth is, while I was mowing the lawn, which I've come to understand that the meditative state is accessed not just through sitting in a mudra, with a mudra, and in a static pose, but anytime I'm hyper fixated. So I'm going within, because you could be within your mind while doing something, and then zap back and be like, where was I? Right? So the big realization for me was that today was that, I'm gonna be quick to admit right now that my mental game has always been somewhat of had somewhat of a weakness to it, and that's where it matters most in life. At the same time, I've always had the ability to endure. So like that part of my mental game is strong, right? Like I can take whatever, but like it's the fact that I get swayed emotionally by things. That's by external things. So it's taken a level of understanding now and comprehension to be able to be aware of this. This is where I'm just being able to be aware and admit this and contemplate this is where I can now move forward and advance, because if this has been my weakness in my entire life, throughout my relationships, whatever, work experience, etc., simply while actually having a lot of strength there simultaneously, all of that means is that I have to become aware of it, the fact that what's most important is the mental game, because that comes first. So if you meet me on the mental on the mental plane. We'll spar there. Like what I've always, I guess, neglected or refused to acknowledge whilst dealing with the physical plane as if that was the final, just simply due to a lack of understanding. Now, this year has been ultimately revelatory for me. So, the understanding now that what matters most at all times is what's going on up here. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Food for thought. Put the oven on simmer. Let y'all cook on that. Southwest Shaman. Oh yeah, I want to mention this too. Part of when I'm out of alignment, for me, that means that I'm not in alignment with my shamanic path, because this is what I've chosen to acknowledge, and whether it was at this point, now there's really no turning back, because the idea is that there's this thing that continues to perpetuate within someone's life if they continue to refuse to accept the path of a healer, because that's what they're intended to do. So there's a paradox there, because it's like, then you wonder, it's like Neo in the Matrix. Would he have knocked the thing over if she didn't say anything? If he didn't know about it, would he have? So this is the thing. But now, based on my experience, and I'm finding a way to channel these stories in for you, to give you these gems now, but like, this is what I feel as though I'm charged with. That's my purpose. The Southwest Shaman, the healer. That's what it means. I'm a healer, and it starts with me as the first person I'm healing. I mean, most importantly. But I can't help anybody else until I help myself, correct? So, was I out of alignment, or is it? Now that I'm on the path, so F that. I've chosen, this is the understanding and perception of me getting a thorn in my foot, is that I'm actually in alignment, and it's a good sign. So what does it say? Take joy in the word, in the scripture. Take joy in suffering and in peace, or whatever. So this is a hard thing to embrace. Can you do it? I'm gonna ask you now. I'm gonna challenge you. Are you able to rejoice when something negative happens? Can you find that in you to actually feel that way legitimately? Because you're only lying to yourself if you're fronting. That ain't helping. But actually, at the same time, maybe we do need to lie to ourselves a little bit just to get there. So what I'm going forward with is, yes, hell yeah, I got a thorn in my left foot. Couldn't be a stronger sign to me. What do you think?